Sounds good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It must be Tuesday night. So welcome, everybody. Happy to be here with you. And you don't want to see my background because it's such a mess. So that's why I have this Buddha here with the lotus. So
beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
So it makes your hair look funny, doesn't it? It makes your hair look.
No, it's really pretty. It is. It's very soft.
So we have a good evening. Kelly's here with us, Kelly Healer, and Kelly is here, and Carolyn of the two bookers, the two bookends. Sir Peter is busy and this evening. We have Diana Bowles, oil painter, and we have Terry from Holding Your Space. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to be here with all of you. Yeah. I'm still here. I thought I had a wonderful experience where the water started running out of the faucet, and I got so excited. I called Keith, and then it must have been the residual in the pipes because it stopped. But I'm working on it. If you could all help me manifest water flow, I would really appreciate it. And I know my body would really appreciate it. I need a shower. So, yeah. Yes, Peter's okay, Annie. He just happens to be at a meeting this evening. So, and yeah. So, yeah, welcome to Dreams, Visions, and Appearances. Welcome to all of you. I'm so glad to be with you, as the rest of the crew is. Let's see who we got here. We got Leah here. We got Annie Bear. And we have Jay Market. Christine. Hi, Juanita. And Froxy Roxy. And we've got to talk about your dream or your situation. I sent it to all of these people, and we're going to talk about it tonight. And Annie Bear, I got your question. Hi, Jenny. And let's see, Miss Charlotte, Laura Hammond Davis is here. Christine Brooks, it's nice to see you. And who else is here? Teresa Baltazar is here. Nice to see you. And listen to a YouTube video stream of water flowing, Aley. Okay. As long as I don't have to go to sleep by it, or I'll be wetting the bed. Yeah. 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 Who else came in? Did Joe come in? You said Joe? I don't know. Ness. And yeah, Warrior Girl. Hi, Warrior Girl. Myra. Hi. Yes. I'm so glad everybody's here. Thank you all for being here. Okay, Ness, I got your comments. Jay is not feeling well. Sending you love, Jay.
Yeah, she had jaw surgery today, so a little extra oomph out there for her.
Sure, of course. Yeah. Lots of love to you, Jay. Yeah. Hi, Sonia Pinola as well. Yeah. And all right. So Froxy Roxy, we had a what did we want to say? A discussion, something strange that happened last week when she brought it up about seeing a picture of, meeting up with people who looked the same as somebody else, another group of people she knew, and how odd that was, and so we read on that. This week she sent us sort of the follow-up to that, and so I sent it to my readers because it was very long. But the gist of it is that she had a pen pal boyfriend during Vietnam. And when she finally met the family, the mother showed her a picture of of him as a little boy, sitting with a dog on some stairs. And that relationship didn't work out. So later on, when she ended up meeting her, another person in her life, the same picture of a little boy sitting on the stairs with a dog was shown to her. This was him when he was 5 or 7 or whatever it was. So the first thing that Diana and I decided was doppelgangers must be something that comes to you a lot, Froxy. But I'm going to let the others join in with what they felt about that particular reading. So go right ahead. Kelly, you want to go first?
Froxy, I got that Ray and Robert were brothers in a past life. And I got that you took care of Ray because his health was starting to deteriorate. I got that it was bad and that you were taking care of him. And I saw you kind of almost like in a nurse uniform, but it seemed like you were also like a friend of the family that knew the family of Ray and Robert. And I got that that you and Robert were married in a past life, and that you were married in a courthouse. And so Ray would have been your brother-in-law in this past life. And it was interesting. I got that Ray and Robert were very competitive until Ray got sick. And then you stepped in to kind of take care of him. And it was interesting. The name Roger kept coming up. So I think in this lifetime, there was a Roger that came in too. So I don't know if you're familiar with a Roger, but I also got that there was a Roger that was a part of this soul contract coming in. And then I just got that Ray was the part of your soul contract was Ray was going to be in it in the first half, and then Robert was going to be in it in the second half.
Okay. And she says, wow, that her husband Robert was sick in this life. So very
I like the way you've explained this, Callie, because when she saw Wayne's family, there was a resemblance in his family members to her family members in this life.
right. From last week, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow. Carolyn?
Well, I got immediately the message that next time you see this picture, that will be your husband.
Oh, okay.
This is him, but the next time you see it, that because you wanted that to work out so bad, and you want him to be the one, but he wasn't the one. But the next time you see this picture,
that will be the one.
That's your husband.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. Wow. Terry?
Well, I was working with Diana and some other people on Akashic Records this afternoon. And I went in, I saw you guys in the South during the Civil War. And you were the female, and Ray and Robert were brothers, like Callie said. And one fought for the South and one fought for the North. And there was that competition there that you were talking about, Kelly. And I think you were the wife or the girlfriend, but there's something to do with the mom too in that lifetime. So I'm not sure what that is. If you were a mom to their children, or I don't think you were their mom. I think it was more of a romantic thing, but it could have been that. But there was some bad blood and a lot of competition with that. Ray did come home injured. Wow. But there continued to be, he was like just disheartened with everything, you know, when you've been in a war and you've lost and
Sure. Yeah. And he probably came home from NAM that way too.
Oh yeah. They all had something that they had to deal with, my brother included. I mean, he was never the same, and it took many, many years just to move ahead a little bit. But it's interesting that all of the men in her life, this life, were all with R's.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic.
I know. That's very true. Yeah.
That's funny. Good one, Diane.
Yeah. So in other words, I mean, I love the past life connection. That makes a lot of sense. It certainly does. And I love the idea that you saw, it's almost, I'm wondering, Froxy, if you superimpose on your, I mean, it's like a vision. You superimpose the looks of these people to be the same. I know that's not possible always because you had relatives of your own and his relatives were different. But then with the picture of the little boy, same clothes, same dog, same stairs, it's like you see more what someone looks like in the future than you do in the present day. So, and I don't know if that's even a possible thing to do on a body. You can do it on a picture, I would imagine, but you definitely have doppelgangers.
It was love at first sight for both of you. So you recognized each other from previous lives.
From previous life, yeah.
And Ray and she were the same age.
Right.
And was 7 years older than Ray.
Yeah. It was for those of you who didn't read the whole thing, because it's pretty long. The first guy, Ray, Ray, was her brother's, was in Vietnam with her brother. And that's how that all started. It reminds me so much. When I was 5 years old, my brother, Donald, was in the Marine Corps, and he met this guy, and he told him, "You ought to meet my sister. She's really beautiful. She's such a good, and so this guy started writing to me, and my father wrote back, and she would say, and I hope you're doing okay, and all this stuff. And he didn't know for the longest time that I was 5. Because the two of them perpetrated this continuous thing. And finally, when he did find out this was the type of person he was, he still wrote to me all the time. And so, yeah, it was a joke, but it wasn't. And so, really the fact that he did that was so kind. Yeah.
Oh, well, sure. And your dad would know for sure that this guy over there is willing to get a letter from anybody because
of course.
He's so far from home.
Yeah.
Why spoil it, right?
Why spoil it?
You're only 5 when he thinks he's got a heartthrob.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I got your name from your brother. He's my best friend and all that. Yeah.
This is your brother that's funny, right?
This is the one that comes to visit Carolyn all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
That cracks me up.
He's a crazy one. But anyway. Welcome to all of you who have come in a little bit later. Yes, Froxy, writing letters was special in the 60s. Absolutely. I mean, and you could write the word free on the postage if it was going to Vietnam and coming back. They didn't make you pay for postage.
Yeah.
So that was awful. Hi, Gigi. I want to say hi to everybody that came in. Julie.
Gigi. Hi,
Gigi. Laurie's here. Laurie Hunsinger. Rossi and Janet Bora Bora. It's nice to see all of you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so a follow-up to something else that happened last week was that when Peter was here and told us about an experience he had seeing a ship that was a Dutch ship and some of the tiles that were on the ship. And also that he was, you can put it up there. Show them what the tiles look like. Yep.
That's what but these tiles are not on the ship, though I don't, you know what? They could have possibly been there to begin with because they now are on a wall at the Williamsburg Lodge Hotel in Williamsburg.
Okay. Yeah.
Along with the Napiers and all the other Dutch frigates and sailors that would have gone to the area because of the ocean.
Yeah, absolutely. So further digging, we found out that the ship sunk in 1739. And Diana had a dream. And in the dream, the captain of the ship brought his son on the ship. And there's a little boy peering over a table. And we think that was Peter.
I actually do think it was Peter. So he wasn't really the captain, but he was like the
in
third,
charge.
the third highest up or second.
Sure.
And this little boy is 6 and he's about to celebrate his 7th birthday, which in 1737, that would have made you a page. So he so he came on to be his dad's cabin boy.
Okay.
And to go to the islands and learn the ropes, which is a nautical term anyway. And how often do we say that sort of thing, right? Even to this day. So now at that time I had found the pictures, but I certainly didn't, have them so ingrained in my head that I knew what the room looked like, because there's nothing of the interior. But what I noticed was that this was, the view from the office where all of the officers would have gone to do the chart work and all of that other business. So in the dream, and it actually started out as a channeling, it became a dream because I did fall asleep. Maps are on the table and the little boy is peering over the top of the table. He has red hair. The dad has red hair. Of course, he's very well groomed. The little boy's hair is wiry all over the place and red hair. So what the dad does is pick him up and walk across the room, grabs this crate or some sort of a stool, plots it down, and puts the little kid on top of that so he can see the top of the table and then see see what's going on.
Yeah.
So that was a moment, but there was a terrible, terrible storm. When I woke, there's bits and pieces of the dream that I don't remember, but when I woke, this was the vision that I had, was the shipwreck. It was partially on land. It did crack apart and land on the shoals, land on the sand. Gallows, I think it's called. Anyways, it's broken apart. The masts are gone. You can't see the windows or any of that stuff because it all went into the ocean. There were absolutely no survivors. On further research, I found that. And then in looking, I found more pictures of it. And let me see if I can get this one big enough. No. Cancel. Oh, God. Well, this is it. And this is it on a Delft tile.
Okay.
And this is, I'm going crazy trying to find proof that 1737 is in honor of this, because that was its launch. That was its maiden launch, was 1737.
Okay. Wow.
So, or at least the way I'm surmising it right now. It may not have been. But these windows on other paintings that I have seen of it have a curve in them right there. And in my picture,
they were curved. Yeah,
they were curved. And that is the one thing that I really saw. So when Peter said that he died when he was 6, he did, because and drowned when he was 6. He was on board that ship, and it wasn't yet his 7th birthday, because the birthday was to be in the islands. By the time they got to the islands, it would have been his birthday.
Yeah.
And he used to have red hair in this lifetime.
Well, there you go. There you go. Redheads, like their hair.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Diana and I were on the ship.
Yes.
And both of us, she's afraid of the water. She's afraid of, and I'm afraid of fish.
That's right. And I woke up with a voice saying, well, you hate boats and she hates fish. Of course you are on there together.
Oh.
And that takes us back to being a crew in the East, the Dutch East Indies, Spice World. We're the original Spice Girls. Only we might have been boys. We don't.
Wow,
I can't even go to an aquarium.
Oh, really? Yeah, I can't either. No, I can't either. I don't know. I don't like them. I didn't know that, Carolyn. You and I have a lot more in common. Wow.
They'll make fish lips, Aley.
No, in their eyes, they stare at you, and ooh, you're awful. All right, so I am going to thank you, Diana. This was just a follow-up from last week, so I think it's fascinating that when Peter told a story of what he had seen, and then Diana connected the dots, and we all talked about what we thought.
Right.
And so it's a follow-up, and Diana's like hunting everywhere.
I know, because the
online,
minute,
yeah.
he started talking about it, I knew that there was something about those
Yep.
tiles.
I get it.
And we found that thing about the Rusevik sinking right here
Right
while
here.
we were on the show.
You did.
Wow.
I'm so driven.
So
Sorry.
thank you so much. Yes. And so I've got about 7 different comments that I'd like to talk about next.
Okay.
I'm going to start off because I'm so excited because Keith's niece is here.
Aw.
And I'm so glad to have you here, Becca.
Hi,
Thanks
Becca.
Hi, Becca.
Hey.
Yeah. So she says, I always leave in a weird way in my dreams. I'm either jumping over a cliff or a getaway car, flying off in a plane. I'm wondering if there's something to that. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, Becca. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ah.
Sounds like you're trying to escape something.
She might be trying to escape where she lives.
Might be.
Yeah, she might be. Yeah. You got to come back and visit us. That's right. Jumping over a cliff. Okay, go ahead.
I'm getting this. You're an adventurer, like an Indiana Jones kind of a thing. It is part of your job, and people don't want you going excavating, because this is at a time, even though I'm not sure if it's modern day cars and planes, but it was when you had this life, it was at a time when all of this was something new. And it was still like, you're robbing from my country to take it over to England or bring it to the States or take it to someplace other than where it really belongs. And so you're always narrowly escaping with the goods to sell on the market.
So this may be a past life is what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I'm
okay. All right. Terry?
Oh, me? Okay. Did you see? She said, yep, that's probably it. I can't wait to get out of Kentucky. I do suffer from high functioning anxiety.
She wants out. Yeah. She doesn't really belong there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I feel like it could be that on one level, and then also like you've been off in dreamland. So maybe you're working on a starship, maybe you're working with your angels, your soul family, in light body. And you're diving back into this plane. You've been in the astral body and you're diving back in. Kind of like the fool in the tarot when they're jumping back in. So
okay. Dozen Cats Kelly was saying, do you have if you don't mind me asking, do you have an anxiety disorder? And Becca said, yes, she is a high functioning anxiety disorder. But that would, if you're jumping over cliffs, Becca, and you're doing all that other stuff, I'd have anxiety as well. I do want to say hi to Helen. She's here today. Helen, Irish Granny. Nice to see you, Helen. Kelly, what about you? Anything?
Oh, you're muted.
You don't have your mic on, honey.
You're muted.
No, she isn't muted, though.
She's not.
Try again. She's frozen? Is she frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
All right, then, Carolyn, you go ahead and go, honey.
Oh, there she is.
Comes back.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now, Kelly? Can't hear you. No. You might have to go out and come back in. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Carolyn.
I was just saying that she was trying to escape. She was always in a hurry to get away from something, someone with something.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's what causes her anxiety, is that she's still remembering being chased to get away.
Yep. She's also had some significant things happen in this life, which might create some of that as well. Some, insecurity. That's about as far as I'm going to say. But it is interesting. But you do get away. If you look at it, you jump over the cliff, you get on the plane, you fly in a plane, whatever it is. So you have the vehicle in order to move forward, Becca. But it's going to be your decision to make that vehicle a physical one for you or not.
Oh,
Wonder where her north node is.
Yeah.
Do you know your astrology? Where's your north node? Look to that to help you move forward.
There you go. Yes. How about you now, Kelly? Try. No.
Can't hear you.
No. I'm sorry. You may have to go out and reboot or restart. You may have to do that. That's happened to me before, Kelly. I'm sorry, honey. Yeah.
I'll text you.
All right, sweetheart.
We understand that.
We understand this. I live like this lately. Yes. Yes. No water. All right. So, Becca, I thank you for putting it up, honey. I hope that validates and you kind of sense whether or not that resonates with you and what you're going through. But she says all she knows is she's an Aquarius with a Taurus rising and a Cancer moon. She knows that much.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot, right? And
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Aley, get the info for me and I'll do her quick chart.
Okay, so Becca, email me later on, sweetheart, with your emails. I don't know if I have it, but if I don't, then I can pass it along to Diana, who does charts. She might be able to do a short reading for you. You could Zoom with her. There you go.
Again.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. I'm going to tell your uncle you were here. He'll be happy to hear that. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay, sweetie. All right. So let's see. There was a comment here by Kelly, and she says she had a past life reading brought forward some of where her anxiety lies, and it was a relief in terms of understanding. That's great to know, Cal. I didn't know that. Yeah. Good.
So happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really can heal us. It can. So, yeah, that's great. That's really great.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all that, ancestral stuff that we carry with us as well.
Very true. Very true. Yep. That's very true. All right. So I'm going back to the beginning here. Leah says, I keep thinking about an image that I painted. The setting was deep space. The image, tall pine trees surrounding a waterfall. But the water is all zeros and ones that tumble down and refill the water. Wow. Deb Zacco, if you're still here, tell us numerologically what you think about that. There's a lot of people here tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah, that can add in. We really love you to add into any of the conversation if you have get something out of that, because Deb does numerology. So, yeah. So keep thinking about deep space.
Leah, I'm getting that it's downloads from your star family. So you're on another planet. I think that you're probably really there, and this might be one of your planets of origin. And that water coming through, it's your lifeline. And it's a new energy coming in. Your body's recalibrating, your light body's recalibrating, your auric field's recalibrating. So those ones and zeros, it's kind of like your a DNA download, but it's a light DNA.
Yeah. New math in junior high school.
New math. Right, Angela?
Oh, it's also a computer. That's true. It's a computer language, isn't it?
That's right. It's computer
It's a download. Yeah.
It's a download. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Anything from-
Rossi.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's one of the
Tell us
sources
more,
of,
Rossi.
where the down, or you can bathe in it and get a download.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're bathing in a download. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. Deep space. Yeah.
I think also you are traveling at night,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
these are images of where you go to, what you see when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bringing them back and putting them on the canvas.
Mhm.
You're also involved in some kind of mission
Yeah.
when you go on these.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And zeros and ones, that's also a healing.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yes. Warrior Girl, very fascinating. Zeros and ones are significant numbers. Think about how they look like the female and male organs. Absolutely. Yes.
Mhm.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
harmony.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And on the
Creation.
doorstep of something great, Leah. Rossi says they say ETs communicate in mathematics.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Okay, Kelly, say hello. She's frozen.
Oh, bless her.
No.
Oh, man.
Kelly, that's not fair.
No, it isn't. No.
Oh.
Just said she thought about the Matrix. I love that. Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Say hello, Kelly. Still not. Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Keep freezing up, though, for some reason.
You can hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
But
Okay.
you're like this.
But you're freezing. Your screen is freezing a lot. Yeah. So,
Oh,
There you go. Oh,
Yep.
You're normal.
normal.
Whatever
All right.
that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I want to be
We'll
normal.
move into Annie's question or comment here. And that is any message from sky beings this afternoon. If anybody has any, let us know.
I'm getting that song knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. And I love it that it's 3 because 3 is such a spiritual number.
But it's twice on the pipe. Maybe that's what I need to do.
If you,
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Twice on the pipe. But the answer is no. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Annie likes that. Yeah. Kelly, you want to try?
I get that it was it's spiritual development, that they're coming to you and giving you all these different signs with nature, the beautiful clouds, the animals, that it's spiritual development and enlightenment and awareness and understanding, and it's just heightening your abilities, and then in your connection to the higher source, so that because you're leveling up, Annie, and you're so aware, and so yeah, I get that this is just part of your spiritual development.
Sure. Wow, that's
beautiful.
Great. Yeah. I pulled a card and I get oh, you can't see it, of course. It says reflect, and there's lots and lots of planets all around here, Annie. And so it's definitely in line with your question about the sky beings. The word reflect. So each time that you hear them or they send you a message or a download, they're asking you to reflect upon it, because you do. Sometimes you create art with it. Other times you create a poem with it. Whatever it is, they're saying you're doing your job. They're really happy with the job you're doing for them or for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Carolyn.
I'm getting a message, but it's in another language and I don't understand it.
Oh,
Well, that's cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Try
So
it.
that must mean
Can
you're
you
going to be doing light language. It's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't understand it.
That's all right.
well, Annie, one of the pictures, I had seen these pictures. She had sent some to me.
Okay.
And one of these pictures, I got letters, and it spells out the word tempt.
Oh.
But I really believe Harry Peel. I think that it means that tempt is not that you're tempted. It is your ability rising. It is your temperature rising. It is your passion growing. It is your ability to, brings us back to the hollow bone.
Yeah.
And the Lakota the everyday meaning is just the same as the Lakota meaning. It is the female or male shaman.
Mm-hmm. I get attempt, Annie tempt, Annie, an attempt by Annie.
An attempt by Annie. Oh, I love that.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
If I went back to those photos and did all of those clouds, I didn't. I just did this one because
when I said this afternoon about if a hairy person tells me to go, I get out of there. Because we were talking about Sasquatch. I think that's what she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hairy people. We don't want the hairy
None
people.
around here that I know of.
No, they smell really badly. We're talking about Sasquatches.
Yeah. My dogs would be going crazy. No.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And,
That's awesome. So did you say what you want? You did say what you wanted to say, Terry.
Well, I actually did get another hit while everybody was talking.
Okay, go ahead.
Kind of, sometimes we talk about the bison running on through the prairie and how we can feel it. And then they run through the sky. And this is you with these light beings, Annie. You run on the earth together and now you run through the sky together.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. You guys are great. You guys are great. Thank you. All right. Juanita said, and I have this dream almost all the time, Juanita, not with the other person, but I'm on a toilet and it's a public toilet. It really upsets me because it's like, why does that have to happen? Because my mother always said you can't go to the bathroom except at home, so I had that paranoia my whole life. But this guy comes in, I'm like, hey, this is a ladies' room. And he said, I am a lady. So, but that there are some people, the he, she, her, him, gender pronouns and so on. It sounds almost like that, but if you're sitting on a toilet, it's all about elimination.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be something about eliminating bias. I don't think you're biased against transgendered people, but I don't know. Anybody else?
not transgender, just gender in general.
Gender in general. Okay. All right. Anybody?
Yeah, I kind of feel like, pardon me, but I think the bathroom is a time for great reflection. And
yes, reading.
We do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eliminate, it is a great time to reflect and also to cleanse and all sorts of different things. So you're in the midst of this and gender is so fluid, right, Annie? And it's like this guy coming in and saying that he's not speaking clearly, and that's something that the divine masculine should really be doing, is speaking clearly. So this could be something, they're kind of saying something with the heart and the solar plexus there too. So not physically, but just those chakras. So being able to let things out. I don't know. You guys say what you're going to say, and maybe that'll make sense.
Yeah, there is a vulnerability when someone is on the toilet. So I get that too.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Kelly, what did you want to say, honey?
it's kind of similar to Terry. I get that there's new creative ideas going to be coming in, and that sometimes the bathroom is where we get these ideas. But I got new creative ideas coming in, new ventures, and a new start. But I also got to really to pay attention to whatever it is you're working on right now and to your surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Carolyn, anything?
A little on a vulnerable side.
Sounds right. Yeah. Yep.
Her vulnerability.
Sure.
But,
because you don't want anybody walking in on you while you're trying to go to the bathroom. That's true.
Yeah.
In the card I pulled, pretty much sums that up also, because you remember when we were children and you had just brought up the mom said you can't go to the bathroom in public. Hold it till until you pee your pants. But be careful of who you let in close surroundings. We weren't allowed to go in people's drawers or open their closets. You're lucky you got invited in. Who gets to play in your bedroom with your precious toys and leave that bedroom door open? Those are the kind of things. So it is being on guard with who you let close to you.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're the most vulnerable in the bathroom. Yeah, definitely. It isn't like somewhere you want people to see you.
Quick defense is hard to.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Thank you so much, Juanita. I hope that helps. Sonia had a dream very unusual, to remember only who was in it. My landlady, and she was holding her daughter, about 3 or 4. Not sure she has one. Why did I see this? All right.
Sonia, I need to ask you when you had this dream, because I just had this dream today.
Oh wow. So Sonia, if you're here, answer for her. That would be wonderful.
And is there a name Jeff involved?
Okay. Landlady holding her daughter. You're thinking about, if I remember correctly, Sonia, aren't you thinking about moving? If you are, you might have some concern about telling your landlady. Anyway, I don't know if that, I don't see her answering. So
yeah, I don't either.
Oh, here it is. Okay, thank you. Last night. No, her name is Desiree.
Okay.
Just have it. Yep.
Didn't get the little girl's name, but when we got to the top of the stairs, and she was walking behind me with little Mary Jane canvas shoes on, and she had a little satchel and a stuffed animal with her, and she just followed me up the stairs, and I wasn't attempting to bring her with me to begin with. When we got to the top of the stairs, I could see she was beginning to struggle because there was a landing. So I picked her up and carried her up the next 3 steps and went into this great room. And this guy was standing at an easel painting, and his name was Jeff. And I said, "Here, meet Jeff." And she turned around and said, "Jeff," like with a pacifier in her mouth. And I don't know if that means anything to you, but that dream for me sounds like this could be the next place you're moving to. And I don't know where the little girl comes in, except for us to talk about this. And that Jeff may be someplace involved in this. Maybe he's your next landlord.
Oh, okay. All right. Just a question. I'm sorry to interrupt. Leah, we did answer your question. Who was it that just came in that wanted, was it you?
Mary J. Gonzalez.
Oh, Linda I got, but I think another Leah was up there. So.
Linda.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So Linda, we did answer it. Leah, we did answer it. Sorry. And you just need to go back and listen, honey. Yeah. All right. She says she doesn't have the money to move or where or how if she could. So
Okay.
maybe that's why the dream too. It's like I'm kind of stuck with this woman and her kid.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're the child and helpless.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, the child could also be a new beginning, and that you got that age of 3 or 4 years, that could be a time frame. Even though, you know, time is hard and spirit and intuition, but that could be the time frame of your move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else, anybody? Okay.
I get that there's something coming in February, that there's going to maybe be a new opportunity or something coming in for you, Sonia, in February. Just be open to the possibilities.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe Jeff will come in.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Well,
And help you with the rent, or be your new landlord, and it will be affordable.
She did know Jeff.
This little girl could very well have been you. I just think that was all part of me supposed to share this with you. I don't know.
Okay. Ness, I don't have your question, so if you could repost it, that would be nice. Thank you. I'll tell you who I have. I have Anja, I have Liz in Awe, Annie Hamlet, Mary Thornberry, Linda De Gonzalez, and Amanda Carroll. That's who I have right now. So we're working on it. Okay. Ness, is that the question? All right. Thank you. I got it now. All right. It's hard to be in 2 places at one time sometimes.
Yeah. And you do a fine job.
Well, thank you.
You're amazing. Yes, you do an amazing job.
No, thank you. Anja wonders why she keeps having repeated dreams about David N. It wasn't a torrid romance or anything, which is why I'm curious. All right.
Friendship.
And
Companionship.
Companionship. Could it be have you seen this person or heard from this person in a long time? I'm wondering if the person is not well or passed. Is
and reaching out to you, be he here or in the beyond.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that, because I got bad health too.
Did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm getting cords too. Are you, Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That there's. Yeah.
He thinks about you, Anja.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that is what this is representing. He's trying to reach you for some reason.
Okay. Last time she saw him was the 20th high school reunion.
Oh, unrequited love.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah, it could be he cared more about you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah. Was it recent, or was that 10 years ago? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's something going on in his life right now that is connecting him to you, Anja, that he's thinking of you but like Aley, I feel like, well, I think everybody, I just feel like it's something to do with his health, and his situation that he's in is just, it's not as good as he hoped for.
Uh-huh.
The good old days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. That's really what I mean, I don't want to hope, I hope he's not ill. I hope he's not dead. I hope all those things for you. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when we dream about those things, that person has reconnected with you. But again, it could be a unrequited love, like he cared more for you than you cared for him, let's say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I was always dreaming about my boyfriend, my first boyfriend, for years and years and years, until I met up with him. We went out for dinner just as friends, and he was cheap, he was MAGA, and I was happy not to be with him.
You wouldn't have been there long.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
You dodged a bullet.
Yep. And maybe he is reminiscing. That's very true, Anja, and you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find him on Facebook if you're on Facebook or Instagram, one of those medias. You might be able to find him there.
Yep. Wow.
And
All
you
right.
say reminiscing too, like you think about him from time to time.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
in the
Even
dream.
though it wasn't a torrid love affair, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
No,
matter. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
what it could be today now that you're adults.
We used
That's
to
right.
have long talks and,
Yeah.
good friends,
Mhm. Yep.
Laugh about things.
Laugh about things.
Yeah.
I used to have a dream also about a guy that was a friend of mine, just a friend. He was in D. Malay, and his name was David Dorr. And every time I dreamt about David Dorr, it was about different doors opening. It was just
Cool.
it was a play on words.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love
So
that.
that can happen too. So yes, Annie, I believe that all characters in dreams are aspects of our personality. I think that's what we have talked about, or that parts of us, they can be
Yeah.
parts of us, just like a vehicle can be a part of us. If we're driving the car or not, it makes a difference how if we're driving our life or we're sitting on the passenger seat. We're not in control. So there's
Yeah, but
different things like that.
if you think about it, we are the result of other people that we've met. They've all had some effect on us.
That's very
So-
true.
They are part of our personality.
Mhm. Mhm. That's awesome. All right, so we've got Liz. When I see my dead husband, he's always gray and does not look directly at me. When I see others, they have beautiful smiles and light. What do you think this means? He does come to warn me.
Liz, was he really ill when he passed? Like, did he have a hard time passing? And has it been a little while? Is he still in the healing center, maybe?
So look directly. Well, I'm getting a little hit that he feels guilty about something from the other side, that he can't look her in the eye.
Okay. He might have done something that, thank you, Annie.
There were things
Thank you, Annie.
there were things left unsaid.
There were things left unsaid. Remember too that I don't know if you've ever had a dream about like being at a casket or something, but you never see them dead. I don't. I've never seen anybody dead. Like even dead people that are supposed to be dead, they're never dead. It's like they never died. It's that, or even myself thinking I died. I didn't die. And so I'm wondering if that was it. He was very angry, she says. He felt deceived by his boss.
Yeah.
Lost his faith, loved me very much, and warns me of dangerous events.
Okay, so that's it. He's still carrying that with him.
He hasn't let that go yet.
No, that's what you're right. And he's in a place where he should be letting that go.
Yep.
That's why he can't look you in the eye.
Yeah.
And the things left unsaid were to the boss.
Okay. And he can't do anything about that. Yeah.
That he felt kind of entrapped while he was here on Earth, but I do get that he gives you spiritual guidance, and he brings in a lot of protection for you, Liz.
That's what she said too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She did. Yeah.
He has angels all around him, and they are working with him on this, Liz.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And this desperation that you speak of, this is all part of it, right, Terry? Like the angels that are there, he needs to see that he can let that go and admit that we all make mistakes on Earth. And he's that being very wrong about his desperation is what he can't let go of, because he can't admit he was wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore. And that's what I tell him. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. He's still in the healing center.
Yes. Did he pass very long ago? If you can answer that, that would be great.
Yeah. Oh, she said once she dreamt she was attending a class up in heaven, and he was in another class and couldn't talk to her. Wow.
Yep.
He's working on it.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
13 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Nothing compared to, what it is down here or up there. But when someone looks gray, they're probably in stasis. They're probably like, that's what I see it. The healing center looking like. You've got healers all around you and you're just floating.
Oh, getting ready to come back and do it again.
Could be. Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow. Yeah, it's like partly ghostly.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, he's still tied to that.
Yeah.
Nurturing, trying to learn how to move forward.
Yeah.
So a stasis can certainly be part of nurturing.
Yeah.
Right.
Fluids in.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you going to be okay, everybody? Everybody
I'm
okay?
good.
I'm wide awake.
Okay, you're wide awake right now because you got warm feet. All right.
I'm an hour ahead of you, so we're good.
Got
Okay.
my hugs on.
So Annie, her question is, I have dreams about catching a train.
Oh, yeah.
I love that, Annie, because I tend to go down a silly way. I always say you're on the right track. Trains are meeting places. They're places where people say goodbye. And what was the other one? I use this kind of metaphoric language because there's a story by Hemingway where these people are at a train station and they're carrying luggage that's too heavy and they don't want to be late because they have to get on the right track. They have to get going, that kind of thing. So I'm going to throw that out there and let the others take a look at this.
Does she catch the train?
Yeah. Do you, Annie? Do you catch the train? Or are you always just running for it? Trains are adventure. Very good.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love that, Rossi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
It's the scenic route, that's for sure. Leave the driving to us.
I'll leave the driving to us.
I get her path is going to change really quickly. It's gonna, you're gonna all of a sudden feel like you're, if you feel stuck or in a rut, all of a sudden, it's just things are going to change really quickly for you, Annie. And I know this is, everybody probably wants to hear this, but I get that there's more money coming in too, that this change is going to bring in more money.
Yes. And the last time she told me that, a whole lot of money came into me.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Yes. Not personally, but it took care of things. Okay.
Yeah.
So
go.
if you're needing to manifest
Yeah. Huh?
what it is you're going to get, you're on the right track.
You're on the right track. And she says she does catch the train.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the right track.
The railroad tracks, and then you know how they do the switch and there's two separate lines. I see that ahead of her. I see that that's in front of her.
Okay. Yeah.
So she might have can go one way, or she might be able to go another way.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's whoever pulls the switch. They either don't pull it and they continue to go straight, or they pull it and she goes that way.
Yep. It could be the contract. That's right. I like that. Contract, on track. Yeah, the soul contract. That's right. Terry did say it, her interpretation of someone looking gray, Jay. She did. Yeah. Yes, this is the deck that Diana made. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if it's also because the train takes teamwork.
Oh, that's very true.
Working with your guides. Also, it could be just physical work. Everybody was talking about a new opportunity, and that could be a new business venture or.
But it is a form of transportation as well, and it's. I think it's sometimes more preferred than rushing to the airport and all that other stuff.
Oh my God!
Being able to be convenient and getting. It could also be a train of thought, right? A train of thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Well, you'll have to tell us how much money you do end up winning in the lottery. How about
Yes.
that?
And my
Remember
number
all of us.
Right? Or you get a raise.
Steerage.
Yeah. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. All right. So we got Linda de Gonzalez. Why does my connection with the Akashic Records still feel so weak or foggy? It used to be like lightning down my spine. Now it's very faint. She said, I thought it was the solar flares, Mercury retrograde, but it hasn't improved. Oh, there's Mr. Peter. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah.
It still is the solar flares.
Is it?
Hello, everybody.
It is still the solar flares.
Uh-huh. Those are mucking everything up. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mucking everything up, and you may have an autoimmune issue that is susceptible to the radiation that comes with those solar flares.
Okay.
And just spikes everything momentarily while it's hitting the earth,
Uh-huh.
but it wears you out because it's like hitting a brick wall when it hits.
Sure. Yeah. I don't want you to worry about it, Linda, because I think
No.
that it's temporary.
Yep.
So
Yep.
don't make sure you trust it, because I think it will come back to you.
Right.
And, you
And
know,
honey,
they're being protected.
Mhm.
okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on the show with her, and
Uh-huh.
trust me, she's got fabulous hits, right, Terry?
Oh, I know she does.
I mean,
yeah, I know.
no,
Phenomenal.
girlfriend, if you're doing that without that lightning down your spine,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you got it. You got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're amazing, Linda. And I get that they just kind of want you to rest and take care of yourself. I get like rest and just recharge and just take this time for Linda. And that things it's going to be coming back. It's going to be lightning. You're going to feel it up and down your spine just real soon. But just take this time and honor Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's new pathways coming in to Linda.
Yeah.
I tell you
That's
what,
interesting,
we
yeah.
read a book on the Akashic Records, and it was the first book we read in our book club, and she's in it. And she could figure out how to do it then.
Yeah.
And then she ended up taking Val's class and just, blowing off the top of the popper. So, yeah. Don't be discouraged, honey. We love you, and we need you out there doing what you do best.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're amazing, Linda.
You are
Really.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Amanda Carroll, and I had a helicopter dream the other night, flying over a beautiful coastline, looked down and saw Mama and baby elephant looking a little like the Jungle Book ride at Disneyland. Then we landed. Oh, how beautiful is that?
Sounds amazing.
Yes. Yeah. The Jungle Book.
Is she worried about, is it Purple Elf?
Oh, yeah. Are you worried about Deb H, Purple Elephant? I know you know about that. And helicopter dream.
You wanted to have a safe landing.
Yeah.
A soft,
Yeah.
well,
A soft
Land.
land, safe landing. Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's a possibility, Amanda. The other thing I'm wondering is there have been lots of advertisements. Maybe you haven't even seen them, but they're about the elephant trade where the mothers get their tusks taken off and all the babies are left behind.
Mhm.
It's really horrible, But
The elephant rescues.
yes,
There's fabulous organizations for them, as well as stuff on YouTube.
Oh,
Thank you.
Deb
Yes.
Knightley.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why, honey. That's why. Yep.
Yeah.
The universe is saying that would explain the helicopter and the elephants. Yes, absolutely. You've been praying
Yeah.
for her and you want a safe landing. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
The coast is clear.
Coast is clear, and elephants are so protective of their little ones, and so I'm sure you're sending with your prayers, you're sending her protection. What do you got?
Protection.
Oh,
Ganesha, parachute
Lord
down.
Ganesh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
awesome.
I
Ding,
love
ding.
That's
That's
awesome.
funny.
Yeah. Yep. And that Ganesh is just a beautiful, beautiful elephant symbol. That's right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Peter, you'll have to watch the beginning of the show because we talk about you as a little boy in 1739.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
We've been talking about you.
Yeah, we always do a review afterwards, of course.
So, Amanda, the power of prayer, right? We can transform anything together. And as we all know, Deb's in a very complicated situation
Yes.
with her disease. So let's just keep our collective thoughts going in her direction for sure.
Everybody, that isn't familiar, one of our own who has a channel, Deb H, Purple Elephant, is undergoing a lot of health issues and in need of all the support, love, and energy we can send. And she's a delightful lady. She really is. And Angela Cardamancy Mesquite, she's a friend of hers that's helping her out and staying with her and taking care of her. And we love what she's doing. They both live near each other in Dallas.
Yeah.
So, yes, send lots of love and energy out to her. Thank you for doing that, Amanda.
For both of them.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, two more. We've got Rossi. Rossi, you're coming up next. Ness had a crazy dream about fake identities and schemes. It felt like a movie. What happened and why did I dream it?
You've been watching too much TV.
Were you watching the Iowa caucus?
That's what it was. Yeah, the Iowa caucus.
Just joking.
She says it felt like Hercules Poirot, Agatha Christie film. That's what it felt like, she says.
Oh.
It was all with people from her past. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So
people from the past.
They're all playing parts. They're all playing a part in what's currently going on behind the scenes. Wow.
And if it's people that you knew in the past or people from the past, this could be like identities that you played around with, even if you want to relate it back to yourself. Like, I tried this, I tried that. I mean, haven't we all done that? And that didn't really fit. That didn't fit. That didn't fit. And here you are now, and you found your authentic self. Yes.
Isn't that funny? Because what did I pull but patience? I know you can't see it because I have this silly thing going on here. Anyway, it's a card that says patience on it, and it's like a bucket of water being poured into a pond, and so perhaps it's bringing all these old actors and actresses and schemes and things back into your life to help support you to make a choice that's coming up for you.
Oh, that's
I love
excellent.
that.
Yeah. Being aware of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Learning.
The ingredients from your past, right? Just boiling it all down. What does it boil down to? Your own inner strength, your own inner warrior. Protect yourself against those false players. Because who knows what they're all about these days if you're not still in touch with them. Right?
Yeah.
It's like you're playing a game of Cluedo.
Uh-huh. Yes, it does. It sounds like that. From what she described, like Poirot, a murder mystery. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, like upstairs and downstairs too. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Colonel Mustard in the dining room with the rope.
Just because it's not the one with Gene Wilder. That's all I got to say.
I love that.
And the story unfold. I think you are in the middle of a story unfolding, actually, Ness.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
You're in the middle of it, and all these other, with all the world's a stage and everybody is an actor in it. So it may be also that somebody in that group will be able to help you or find the way that you want to go with something new, a new venture, because you're bringing in, it's like you've called in the recruitment, the gang. Help me out here. Get me going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pulling the whole thing together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Wow. That's wonderful. Good.
Wow.
Hi, Book. It's nice to see you. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting dream, Ness. I'm glad you brought it to us. I like that. It's kind of like it reminds me of those, what is it? Knives Out? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking Knives Out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. He was amazing in that.
Yeah.
I know. That's very true. He was. Yeah. All right. Rossi says, I keep feeling a cold touch. It feels like an icicle finger. All right, Carolyn and Peter, what you think?
Well, someone's trying to get your attention.
I think so.
And I don't think it's the first attempt. That's why they've gotten colder.
Icy. Oh.
Mm.
Because when they've touched you before, you ignored it or just thought it was a muscle spasm or whatever. Well, I'm going to get cold on you now.
She says multiple times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I get a past love.
Past love.
Mm.
Would this, does it only happen in a certain place, Rossi? Or is it in your dream? Is it you're feeling it? So, but is it in a certain room? Is it a certain time? Or I don't know if that even makes a difference. You notice it, but you cannot see or hear anyone. Okay.
Do you have somebody in your bedroom? Do you have somebody that passed that was kind of pushy? Like a grandma or a mom or Kelly thought
A past love.
a past love, so maybe
And that could be a grandma too. It was somebody that loved her.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bedroom's intimate. So
Yeah. My grandmas were heavy duty, pushy women.
They were amazing. There you go. Heavy duty.
Oh yeah.
Stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
My way or the highway.
Uh-huh.
So Carolyn,
Wow.
I think you're right about that colder finger because you weren't paying attention before. But in reality, I think it's them trying to be, to ask for forgiveness. It's showing you that magic exists and they're trying to shapeshift back into your life for the sake of forgiveness.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a side of my family, my father's side, that were very pushy, and we had a matriarch. My grandmother was the matriarch, and my mother's side, very sweet people, very kind, But I finally told my grandmother, clean up your own backyard before you come around to clean up mine.
I love it.
Give me any more advice after that.
So I guess if you don't like it, Rossi, you could say, please leave,
Well, and this is at the bottom of the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Here lies. So definitely someone who's already crossed over, and it's probably like, don't worry about it. They want to tell you something, right?
Say what you gotta say and go away.
Yeah, right. Right.
There you go. Yeah. And Rossi's just really opening up right now. So
it's
great that's happening. Yeah.
Oh, she's. I'm not going to say it, but wow, yes, she really is.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Grandma may not approve.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think about that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Rossi, I'll text you tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
that
you know how family
you know
can
what?
be if they're pushy. Yeah.
This really makes total sense to me for other reasons, but it really comes all back together, and I'll let her tell you about this later.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
I know you're working on her chart, so good. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Sounds
Wow.
wonderful. Yeah. Well, all right. Everybody's saying how spiffy Peter looks, so we thought we'd mention that. And
Very spiffy.
Yeah.
you two could go out dancing the way you dress now. Look at you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Was
it
that
looks
your intention?
Oh, maybe.
Of course.
Of course.
I mean,
All
I
these
bet
other men got in the way.
you both, well, you have a radio at home. Who
That's
says you have, you can go stand in the backyard,
Mhm.
Oh,
dance under the
17
street
degrees
lamp.
out there at the moment. No. thank you.
Yeah, a little chilly. Little
Little.
chilly. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here, everyone in the chat. Thank you from all three channels that are here. Thank you, Kelly, Diana, Terry, Carolyn, and Peter is the eye candy. So thank you for being here tonight as well. And yeah, we'll
Yes.
see you next week. Same time, same
And I'm
station.
so glad you came back, Kelly.
Yes, me too, Kelly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We always
you.
want you here. That's
Thank
right.
you. I'm so glad.
Oh, you're welcome. Everybody have a wonderful night. We'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Sweet, sweet dreams.